Hello, in this video we will talk about the string basics. We've seen strings before and we used them, but there's a lot of things we can learn about strings. So in this video we're going to talk about the string basics. Later on in this course we'll talk more about strings. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. What is a string? Strings are among the most popular types in Python. And you probably already noticed that from the first program we wrote was the hello world. We used a string, which was the hello word. To create them, it's very simple. You just need to put them between quotation marks. So whatever you type between quotation marks, it's going to be a string. Okay. So also string type is a special construct known as a sequence type. And there's another data types. They are sequence types such as lists, but we're going to talk about the string in this video. So strings are sequence type. Sequence type data types, they have a lot of things in common, and you guys will notice that after we learn about the strings, and then we learn about the lists and then the tuples, and you will notice that there is something in common between them, which makes it easier to learn. So what is the sequence type? Sequence type is basically a collection of objects, and these objects, they have an order. This order is from the left to the right, and we're going to see that in a nice picture. Okay. Also, a string's characters are ordered from, as we said, from the left to the right. From the first letter, they have a special index, we call it, until the last letter. It has the last index of the string, and the indexes, we usually call them like they are index based or zero based indexing, which means the first character or the first letter we have in the string is going to have index 0, and the last one is going to have the length of the string -1. So as you see from this example over here, this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters or 5 characters. The first index is gonna the first letter, which is T, is gonna be located at index 0, and R is located at index 1, and so on and so forth. Okay, let's take a look at this picture. That makes it really nice, easy way to present the strings. Okay, so if I have a string, and let's say assume the string S, the name of the string S, and the value of it is Python. Okay, the way it's going to be stored, it's going to be, as I said before, it's a sequence, and they have an order. So these letters, P, Y, T, H, O, and N, these going to be located in special locations, and these locations, they have indexes. So P is located at index 0, Y is at index 1, and so on and so forth. So this table, these are blank. Just assume there's nothing. It's just an extra space in the table, okay, or in the picture. So each one of them is going to have its own specific index, okay. So let's take a look over here at something very interesting also when it comes to sequence type. We have a built-in function. This built-in function calls len, or it's short for length. What is this function is going to do? This function is going to return back to you the length of this sequence, or the length of the string if we use it in a string. Okay, here's an example. Let's assume we have a variable or a string called hello. If I call the function len and pass to it between parentheses, the arguments for it is var_1, which is the name of my variable, is going to give me back the length of this string, which is 5. Okay, so that is what is going to be basically, if you want to use it in a program and you want to print it, you want to make sure that you put it inside the print statement. Okay, let's see the shell over here. Okay, let's assume I have a string. I'm going to call it S equal to hello world. Okay, in the shell, if I say give me the length or len of S, it's going to return back the number. But if you write it in a program, this by itself is not going to print out the number. You have to put it inside a print statement, just like this. Okay, so it gave me the length is 11. Okay, is it 11? Yes, it is 11. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, even the blank, the space that we have counted. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 characters that we have. So this is the function which is built in, it's len. We use it also for lists as well. We're going to see that later. Okay. We have also we saw the indexes. How can I utilize the indexes? What they're going to do for me? Well, there is one of the ways that we can use them is to access and go to a specific character inside your string by specifying the index of that character and put that index between square brackets. Okay, so as you see from here, the example, the hello world, if I say over here, show me or print, for example, okay, let's assume I want to print the first letter, which is H. H is located at index 0. So I have to say the string name, which is S, and between square brackets, index 0. And then it's going to print out to me the first letter, H. Okay, what if I want to print the last letter that I have? Well, I can do it this way. I can say print S between square brackets. I don't know what is the length. Well, in this case, I know it's 11. If I say 10, because remember, it starts from 0 all the way to the last one, which is the 11th element, index is number 10. It's going to give me letter D. What if the string is long, too long, and I don't know exactly what's the length of it? Very simple. I can find out by using the print statement, the length that I just worked with. I can say, give me the letter that is located at this index, but this index is going to be the last one. So the last one is going to be the length of my, the length of my string, which is 11 minus 1. And that will result to me D as well. Okay. Also, there's something called slicing. I can take a chunk of my string. Not the entire thing, not a specific letter. I can take, for example, let's say 3 or 4 or 5, whatever you want of your string. Okay. Let's assume that I want to take the first 3 letters of my string. Okay. There is a way to do it. I can say print S, and I'm going to specify, and with the square brackets, I can put one index. But what if I want to have more than one index? I want to have a range of indexes. It's very simple. I have to use the colon. The left of the colon is going to be where to start, what index you want me to start from, and the last one is going to be where to stop at but do not include. Stop at but do not include. So if I want the first 3 letters, I'm going to say start from 0, go all the way to 3. This one will give me the letters at index 0, index 1, and index 2, not index 3. So it's going to give me the first 3 letters. Let's return, and here it is. Okay, so this is something we call slicing. What if I do the same thing over here? And if it's the first one, and let's assume that I'm going to omit the first 0. If you delete the first 0 over here, or if you delete the first number or the index from the left-hand side of the column, Python is going to assume it's going to be from the beginning of the string. Okay, it's as if you put 0 or not. What if I say, okay, what if I delete the last one and say start, for example, from 6? If you delete the last one or the right side of the column, it's going to assume it's going to go all the way to the end. Okay, so look, that it gave me the string word. Okay, so this is slicing the string, cutting it, chopping the slice, or slicing the string. A couple more things we're going to talk about in strings. Strings are immutable data types. That being said, once you create them, you cannot change them, even though you think that you changed the value of it, but in reality, Python is creating a new string and assign the new value to it. Okay, so take a look at this example. If I have 2 words, for example, hello, and they have the other string is there. So if I add them together, that will create a new string, and that new string is going to have the 2 string combined together, which is the hello there. Okay, I'm going to stop at this, and then we're going to see another example related to strings.